identify with Kali. Off with their heads. And John lays down and lets me stomp on him a lot.
All right, Chiva.
Yes.
I like it.
Kali is the Hindu goddess of death, time, and doomsday. She is often associated with sexuality and violence. I don't like that those are together, but is also considered a strong mother figure and symbol of motherly love. Kali embodies Shakti, feminine energy, creativity, and fertility, and is an incarnation of Parvati, wife of the great Hindu god Shiva. Kali is most often represented in art as a fearful fighting figure with a necklace of heads, skirt of arms, lolling tongue, and brandishing a knife dripping with blood. Yes, that's me. My first name is Kelly. So I was born a Kali. Kali's name derives from the Sanskrit meaning, she who is black or she who is deaf, but she is also known as Chaturvarja Kali. Oh, I can't pronounce all of this. As an embodiment of time, Kali devours all things. She is irresistibly attractive to mortals and gods and can also represent the benevolence of a mother goddess. The goddess, Devi, is particularly worshipped in eastern and southern India, and specifically in Bengal and Kashmir, where she is now worshipped in the yearly festival of Kali Puja, held on the night of a new moon, and in the Kaligat temple in the city of Calcutta.
Well, wake up, baby. Yes. Thank you. I work with ISIS, and I've been working with her since May last year. And she's basically she represents motherhood, feminine, and death, and rebirth, and healing. And she does other things too. And she's together with Osiris, who's her brother. They had Horus, who's their son. And I work with her with like the power of sexuality.
It's fine. You're all right.
And the thing is, like, the religion that we are surrounded, like the organized religion, really pushed that away, and that was really our power. And I work with her because in the temple is where actually Mary Magdalene and like Mother Mary, they all got initiated in her temple. So she's very important to me. And I work with her with bringing back my power for all women. And at first I'm working on myself, but then my idea is to bring her power, like, expanded to all the women, and they feel what I feel. It's very powerful how she is when I do healing, and she shows up. It's like when she's working with rebirth. It's like dying and then rebirth, becoming who you're meant to be, like the powerful woman, empowered women. Thank you.
Aiden. Not yet? Do you want me to share with you? Both? Mine and yours? So we found this coincidence, synchronicity here. So with my goddess, Hecate, she travels to the underworld, but his god is Hades. And Hades also travels to the underworld. And we discovered that, right? What do you know about Hades? Can you tell us? It's a god, so not a goddess. It's a god.
But that's okay, because
That's okay. We want to
for
include
men,
that.
we want them to bring on their own gods as well.
So you don't have to stand up if you don't want to. So if you just want to share a little bit, he did a report on Hades at school a while ago. He dressed up as Hades for school, and you created Hades, a doll, out of a recycled water bottle. You made a doll out of him, right? So you've done some work on studying him, and you feel drawn to him, right?
How does Hades help you?
How does it make you feel if that helps?
Right.
He's protecting because he can fight off any bad energy and anything harmful to me. And he's a lot of the main reason is he's really interesting to me. He's got so many facts, and he's protecting and interesting, and he just helps. So I don't know.
So it's not a bad thing that, travel, I never seen him as protecting.
Yeah, so traveling to the underworld is a shamanic way of traveling to the underworlds, because we can travel to the underworlds, we travel to the upper worlds, and then the middle worlds. So what they did was travel to the lower worlds, which is the underworlds. And my goddess Hecate, and actually Hades, created Elysium, which is also Elysian fields. And this was, which it means heaven in the underworld, which also Elysium means heaven on earth. So I thought that was a neat connection that his guy also works with my guy, and here we are today. So this is perfect. Yeah.
So I represent Lilith. And Lilith was Adam's wife in the beginning. But she did not bow to him because she saw him as an equal and not as a woman should be bent over for any man. So she fought with the creator because she was not going to have that. And so she then got casted to be then the fallen angel, Satan's wife. Because they had two things in common. One is that, of course, she disobeyed. That's what happened to our friend. And then the other thing is that she saw equally. So did Satan in certain ways, but he has more, darkness than her. But the way I bring on Lilith, the way that it helps me is not just for the fact of, she is the love goddess of being fresh, being hot, wanting to get every single man that she can, but she also can build a woman to have boundaries, to have a voice, to stand up for their own self, to know that we are supposed to be equal, and that